So we'll discuss the Verilog HDL synthesis. For the purpose of logical synthesis, the designers are currently written on HDL at the register transfer level. So that is with respect to the RTL. The term RTL is used for the HDL description style that utilizes the combination of the data flow and the behavioral constructs. The logical synthesis tools that take care of the register transfer level HDL description and convert an optimized gate level netlist. Verilog and VHDL are the two most popular HDLs which are used to describe the functionality at the RTL level. In these chapters, we will discuss the RTL based logic synthesis with Verilog HDL, behavioral synthesis tools that convert the behavioral description into an RTL description, and slowly we will evolve with respect to, but RTL based synthesis is currently the most popular design. We will have a different tools out of which RTL is the most familiar one, and that we are going to discuss in this chapter. Verilog constructs. Note all the constructs that can be used when writing a description for a logical synthesis. Generally, any construct that is used to define a cycle by cycle RTL description is acceptable at the logical synthesis tool. We will have a list of constructs so that are typically accepted by the logical synthesis tools given in the below table. The capabilities of the individual logical synthesis tools may vary. The constraints that are typically acceptable to a logical synthesis tools are also shown. We will have a different ports are available. Basically, so this we have discussed in the beginning. We will have input port, we will have output, and we will have in-out. So sometimes we will have a terminal. We will have a terminal that acts as input as well as output. So then I call it as in-out. Then the parameters we will call by a keyword parameter. Module as we are defining module. The signal we will have a wire, REG and try. So module instance and the primitive gate instance, function, task, always, conditional statements, case statements, else. So these are the different constructs. So what we are going to use, assign will be there, right? So these are the different constructs. So then we will discuss the Verilog operators. Even these we have discussed in the beginning. Almost all the operators in the Verilog, so which are allowed for a logical synthesis. So here we are discussing, so what are the Verilog operators which are supported for a logical synthesis. So almost all the operators what we have discussed in the initial, so all are acceptable, all are allowed in the logical synthesis. The operators allowed, only the operators such as equal and not equal, which are related to the x and z, are not allowed, because equality with x and z does not have much meaning in the logical synthesis. While writing an expression, it is recommended that you use the parentheses to group the logic the way you want to write it. So let us discuss the operators. So arithmetic operators, as we have discussed, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, modulus. So these are the different operators, so which are allowed, which are supported by the logical synthesis tools. Bitwise operators, reduction operators, which are similar to the what we have discussed in the previous chapter. Interpretation of the few Verilog constructs. So having described the basic Verilog construct, let us try to understand how the logical synthesis tool will frequently interpret these constructs and translate them into a logical gates. I have an assign statement, right? So let us consider assign statement. Assign construct the most fundamental constructs, so which is used to describe the combination logic at the RTL level. So given below is a logical expression, so that is used to explain the assign statement. Assign out A and B or C. So I have a AND gate and have a OR gate. So out will be my output have 3 inputs. So this will frequently will translate the following gate level representation. So this is the statement. So that statement will be represented in RTL. If A, B, C are vectors, so then I need to have assignment with respect to the vector. I need to mention, so which vector, vector 0, vector 1, A1, A0, out 1, out 0, so which I am using. If the arithmetic operators are used, each arithmetic operator is implemented in terms of the arithmetic hardware block, so which are available in the logical synthesis tools. Let us discuss a 1-bit full adder, so which is implemented below, which will have assign, carry out, comma sum, which is equals to a plus b plus cin. Assuming that 1-bit full adder is available internally in the logical synthesis tools, the above assigned statement is often interpreted by the logical synthesis tool as follows. So this is the design for the 1-bit full adder. So I assume that, so internal architecture which is available in my logical synthesis tools, and I implement that. So if the condition operator question mark is used, the multiplexer circuit is inferred. So assign out S which is greater than or equals, if S is 0, I have 1, S is 1, I have 0. So it has to take some decision. So that is with respect to the multiplexer. Similarly, we will have if else statement. If S is 0, out equals to I1, else out equals to I0. The above statement will frequently translate the high-level description as shown in the figure 14.3. Then we will have the case statements. We will have a different case. Then the for loop, always. So these are the things which we have used and which we have discussed in the earlier classes. Then the synthesis design flow. So how I can able to convert RTL to gate. Having understood how a basic Verilog constructs are interpreted by the logical synthesis tools, let us now discuss the synthesis design flow from the RTL description to an optimized gate level description. Let us understand how I can able to convert RTL to gate level. To fully utilize the benefits of my logical synthesis, the designer must first understand the flow from high level of RTL description to gate level netlist. Explain as follows. We will have RTL description that I need to translate, translations, so then that outcome is unoptimized intermediate representation, so which means that I need to go for logic optimization. So while doing logic optimization, is supports the technology mapping, is it an optimized, I need to check with my libraries, I need to check with my design constraints, so then only I can able to say that it is an optimized gate level representation. I have an RTL description, so by the RTL description I need to convert into a gate level representation. As we have discussed what is there in the designer mind, same procedure we follow to convert RTL to gate level. I need to cross verify that. So RTL description, the designer describes the design at higher level by using an RTL construct. The designer speeds the time in a functional verification to ensure that RTL description functions correctly or working. After the functionality is verified, the RTL description is input to the logical synthesis tool. Then what do you mean by translation? RTL description is converted by the logical synthesis tool to an optimized intermediate internal representation. This process is called as translation, converting from one form to another form. So translation is a relatively simple and which is uses a different technologies or the techniques which are similar to those what we have discussed in the previous section. Interrepresentation of the few Verilog constructs. The translator understands the basic primitives, operators, and it supports how to convert the higher level to. Then we will have an optimized intermediate representation, the translation process which yields an unoptimized intermediate representation of the design. So the design is represented internally by a logical synthesis tool in terms of the internal data structures, so which is not optimized. Then I need to go for logic optimization. Logic is now optimized to remove the redundant logic. So there are some bits are there. So there are some processes are available. There are some gates are available. They are redundant in nature. They are not actually required for our intended application. Then I need to think of how to eliminate them, how to eliminate that particular logics. A various technology independent Boolean logic optimization techniques are used. This process is called as logic optimization, which is very important steps in the logical synthesis, and it yields an optimized internal representation of the design. So then we will have the technology mapping and optimization. Until this step, the designer description is independent for any technology, for a specific targeted technology. So in these steps, the synthesis tool will take an internal representation and implement the representation in a gates using a cell provided in the technology library. In other words, the design is mapped to the desired target technology. Suppose that we want to get your IC chip fabricated at ABC inch technology, so which is uses a 0.65, I can able to design that, I can able to support my design. So then we will have the technology library, different technology libraries are available. I can use them to design my intended application. The functionality of the cell, area of the cell layout, timing information about the cell, power information about the cell. So these are the collective information so which are required. Then we will have design constraints. So design constraint typically includes the timing, area, power. We will have three design constraints. Timing, basically I need to have a less number of time. The time which is required should be as minimum as possible. The circuit must meet the certain timing requirements. An internal static timing analyzer will check the timing analysis. Then the area of the final layout must not exceed its limit. I have some limitation, I have some expectation. I need to design with lesser area. Then we will have power dissipation. So in the circuit must not exceed the threshold load power. So that is area versus timing trade-off. So then the optimized gate level description. So I need to have optimized gate level representation. So what are the things which are required to say that it is an optimized gate level description? After the technology mapping is completed, an optimized gate level netlist description is termed for terms of the target technology components which are going to produce an optimized one. So there are different technologies are available. There are three important parts so which I need to note about the synthesis flow. First one is for a very high speed circuits like microprocessors, a vendor technology libraries may yield a non-optimal result. Instead of design groups obtain an information about the fabrication process which is used by the vendors. For example, 0.65 micron CMOS process and build their own technology library components. So I need to build a own technology component cell characterization which is done by the designer. Then with respect to the translation, then with respect to the logical optimization, then with respect to the technology mappings, so which are done internally in the logical synthesis tools and are not visible to the designer. I can't able to see from my eyes, so but these are the things which are adapted which yields in terms of the results. Then the submicron design, so which is interconnect the delays are becoming a dominating factor in overall delay. So there are delays are there are some delays are there. So if all the delays are getting added at the outcome, I may lose my objective, I may lose my intended applications. So hence I need to think of how I can able to eliminate them. So an example for RTL to gate level, we will have a 4-bit magnitude comparators, so that we take and that we will discuss with respect to how I can able to go for optimization. So we will have 4-bit comparator. Comparator basically will have 3 outcomes. So when A is greater than, when A is less than, and A is equals to B. So depending upon my intended application, I can able to design that. So I have RTL description for my 4-bit magnitude comparators. Right. Since the RTL description, which is very conscious, so technology library, I can select the technology library for my 4-bit comparators and I can start designing. So then design constraints, then the logical synthesis, finally optimized gate level representation. So here I can see my 4-bit comparators, how actually it's available with respect to their logical diagram, with respect to their gate level representation. The code may looks like very easy. So when I start designing that, when I start optimizing that, it looks pretty